like March-ish as well, but that's way too late if you're running full day summer camp. So we're going to go through it tomorrow as part of holiday sales, because while yes, you do want people coming into your holiday sale and like your members, you want them to kind of mill around and, oh yes, I love this hoodie, or I want this upgraded sword. There, at least for me, are a whole section of clientele who they don't want a hoodie, they don't want a sword, they don't need class membership, they live 20 miles away, but they work downtown and they're going to drop their kid off every morning during summer camp. They don't need to come in. They can do summer camp sign up online. So we open that up, and it's one of the only things we open up to online purchasing during the holiday sale. They can't do prepays online. They can't do class memberships or physical items or anything like that online. They have to do that in person. But summer camp, they can. We signed up at the last holiday sale. So last year's holiday sale, 560 weeks of summer camp online, all told. So that was in person and online, and a ton of them came in online. The other thing that's important about this particular sign-up form is this is how we intake everyone who signs up for summer camp. So it's not just online people. We noticed it was 2016. We had a lot of problems reconciling. We had our online signups through RainMaker. We had our in-person signups. We had paper registration forms. It was really a mess. So we started using the profit generator to categorize every single person, even if they were a member and they didn't really need summer camp, but they were like, hey, we just love you guys so much. Our kid's going to do a week of summer camp. Rather than just selling it to them point of sale and then having to put it in a spreadsheet, we do it through that profit generator, and there they are. It's super easy. So
you sold 500 weeks
at the holiday sale.
No way.
Yeah.
No, I totally believe you, but that's awesome. I mean, that's like 50 grand.
Yeah. Well, but we only do a $10 deposit.
Right.
So we took in, I think, $5,600 worth of real cash for summer camps. And then that is accounts receivable. Yeah. Like 50 grand at least. Now we only had about 75% of those people show up for the summer camp. That's something that we're working on. But I think that we would have less success if we demanded all the money up front. We've got people who have been with us for years and years of summer camp, single mom. She has $130 to put down for all 13 weeks, but she doesn't have $4,000 to put down,
Can they make payments so their summer camp's paid by summertime?
No, that's the other thing that we don't do is we don't make them. I know that's a legitimate way to do it. But we actually have them pay on the Monday of camp so that we have consistent cash flow throughout the summer. And so that it's easier on those parents who can't necessarily bring that money. Now, we do have 1 week in March, it's typically the last week in March, where we allow people to prepay their summer camp at, I think, a 5% discount. It's not very much of a discount, but some people have the money and they'll take any discount, and they want to not have to worry about it. And they want to just drop their kid off. So we do allow prepays, but only for 1 week in March. But other than every Monday, so I know that, summer is hard for a lot of people, right? I don't have a lot of enrollments during the summer. We don't have a lot of class participation during the summer, but what we do have is every Monday we've got $8 or $9 grand that comes through in accounts receivable for those kids that are coming to camp. And then we also upgrade those kids to, hey, you're here for the summer. Would you like to do karate for, June and July, or just for, June, July, and part of August? Would you like to, and then it's a monthly billing. So they're billed $120 for karate. They get a little bit of a discount, and they cancel if they don't want to do it. So it's one of the easiest ways for us to fill up our classes. They're not new members who are going to be here forever, but at least it doesn't look dead, So,
when people pay every Monday, is that automated through RainMaker, or they?
No, we actually don't allow people to do that, because what we did at first, if you like doing that, my suggestion is future payments, and you schedule those future payments. However, what we found is that depending on how RainMaker is processing payments, that future payment may not be scheduled prior to the person actually showing up for camp, right? So they show up at 7:30 a.m. Maybe the future payment hasn't gone through yet. So then we started scheduling the future payment for the Sunday before, but then we would have to check the report. Did this person pay? It was a lot of work for us to go through. What we do now, though, is we create a program for them called Summer Camp so that we can save their credit card information. And as they sign in, they have said, yes, it's okay to save my credit card information. And we just say, hey, you want us to bill your account? And they say, yeah, I got to go. And we click, and we do a point of sale without them having to stand there. So very few parents are actually maybe 50-50. It's 50-50. We've got a parent who's standing here with their card waiting in line to pay. And then we've got a parent that literally reaches past them. They go, it's so funny. They go, let me just get the sign-in sheet. And they sign, all right, bye. And they're leaving. The parent saying, how come they didn't have to? Oh, well, we have their credit card information. Would you like for us to do that on your account too? And they're like, yes. So, and then you got the people who are like really nervous. They don't want their credit card information online. Home Depot stole my account one time. Okay, no problem. You can just hand it to us, the day of. So.
Very cool.
Yeah. Let me show you the sign up form, how it is in RainMaker, and then we'll hopefully you guys will see. Let's do this one. Can y'all see my screen?
Yes.
Awesome. Okay. So we're going to go to profit generators here. And I have not set this up. I literally am really going to create it all tomorrow, like from scratch, essentially. But I can show you. Let me search here. So the first thing that we do is we do a summer camp tour reservation. You can see it right here. This is open all the time. 91 registrations so far for people who scheduled tours, and that they come in, view the facility, we answer their questions. We don't view that as it's not like an intro to us. We have a significant number of people who schedule the tour, don't sign up right then, and then do sign up online later. But we don't make it a hard sell. We do ask them, do you want to go ahead and schedule? And they're like, I didn't bring my husband, I got to talk. If with martial arts, that means they're not signing up, right? They bring your freaking husband because, that way you're not wasting our time, right?
Right.
But with summer camp, we don't necessarily do that. We're a little bit more easygoing here. So you can see this is last year's. This $129 a week was our super early bird sale. So we signed up 64 total people at the holiday sale. And let's look at the way that we set it up. So manually entered means that this person was there at the actual sale. So they did 9 weeks. This person did 2. This person did 6. This person did all 13. This person, you can see, did it online. And it shows us they reserved the week of 5/28. They reserved the week of 6/5. So it shows us what weeks they reserved. And it's really easy for us to then go in and put it in the spreadsheet that we use. If we ever lose the spreadsheet, delete it, whatever, we have a backup right here in RainMaker that shows us exactly what they did. So this person didn't even have to come in to get it done. And we did, so each of these, 130, 130, 130, these were all done manually entered. Oh, it still should say the weeks that they reserved. I'm not sure what's going on there, but and then as soon as this closes on that day, then the next one, which is our actual early bird, opens. And so between 11/11, so you can see that the our sale was on the 11th last year. I'm not sure how these people got in early, but starting on the 13th, people started signing up for our early bird. They missed the super early bird, and they signed up for the early bird. So from November 17, all the way up through the very last day, which was March 31st, 2018, there were people signing up for the early bird. And then so on and so on. with the next price point and the next price point, and then even this $219 a week price point, we still have 32 different people sign up for that $219 price point. So let me see if I can actually show you guys by editing the 7/16/2018. There we go. Hang on. We also limited the number of people that could do it. We say we only have, X amount of spaces available. We set that at 60 spaces. If they come in person, we will still go ahead and, it looks like we did. Spaces did we do? 64, so I need to edit that to 65. Hang on. If they come in person, we will still go ahead and give it to them. If they're online, we say, hey, so sorry, you'll have to sign up tomorrow during the early bird. So that gives people an incentive. If they know they want a space, they better get in here and actually do it in person. However, so now it says one spot left. You can see it. So this is what we send out to all of our prospects. Welcome to 2018 Super Early Bird Online Sign Up. And we've also sent out emails moving up to this. So this isn't just like a surprise to people. Strictly limited to the first 50 signups. I think we did 65, 64 signups for these people. If they come in, we'll tell them yes. So like there are people that are call and say, hey, it's sold out online. And we're like, yeah, I know. If you want to come in, you can actually do it. Well, I'm out of town. Okay, well, tomorrow it'll be open. We try to be as ethical as possible about that. It's very clear, registering for $129 a week, a minimum reservation of 6 weeks. So to get the early bird price point, you have to register for 6 weeks or more. I'm not sure if we're going to do that this year or not. We'll talk to our manager about it. Most people who are registering this early need 6 weeks or more. Like we're not catering to people who only want one fun week of summer camp because they often don't show up. If somebody signs up for 10 weeks of summer camp, they're going to show up.
All the people you get for summer camp, what percentage are your students?
5.
Really?
Yeah. And now our after schoolers, it's a much higher percentage. But like karate and parkour kids, very few. Only the ones who really love us and want to hang out here. So they sign up for 2 weeks just for fun. They'll sign up for a week in June and a week in August. But it's two different demographics. People that can bring kids at 4:30 p.m., people that need their kid in summer camp all year long, plus people who are not able to, they're not close enough to us to come 3 days a week in the evening through traffic. They are able to bring their kid to summer camp. So it's very, very few. That's one of the biggest things I see is people are only marketing to their 150 karate kids.
Right.
And they're not, they're not able to reach this external market because, to be honest, because they don't know how. They don't have the they don't have the program in place that someone would need. That no one needs their stuff. So when they do sign up, though, this is how we set this up. This is one of my favorite things about this that we've done is it says reserve a week of summer camp at $129. Oh. Yes, they check the box, right?
Nice.
And then I don't know what these question marks are. I think we screwed that up. And then they say I need 618, I need 6 whatever 25, but grandma's going to be in on 7/2, or we're going out of town on this July 4th week, which is it's a lower attendance week. So now I need 7/9. So now when they're ready to do it, they're only going to pay a $30 deposit. But they do have to schedule those weeks. And we get people all the time, can I just sign up for a few weeks at this early price point and then tell you the weeks later? No, because you never tell us the weeks later. It just, oh, no, I promise I will. Oh, no, we promise you won't because we've been doing this a long time. We don't say that, obviously. We say, oh, no, sorry, you do have to choose your weeks, So,
yeah. So are you going to do a webinar on marketing the summer camps?
oh, I'm sure we will. I'm not sure exactly when, but yes, we'll do a whole series. We did last year as well. That was pretty helpful. Like we do, like here's our website. I haven't been to it in forever. It's not pulling up. So, we have a little video and they opt in, and then they can either schedule a tour or, oh geez, whatever. It's not working right now. They can schedule a tour or sign up for their actual weeks there online.
The whole purpose of the tours is just so they can see the nice facility and know their kids are going to be safe.
Yeah, I mean, you got a mom who is theoretically sending her kid here for 13 weeks all summer long. She's heard good things about us, but she doesn't know, there's FAQs on the website. Frankly, I'm always shocked when people who have never met us before sign their kid up for 13 weeks online, sight unseen. Seems crazy to me, but people do it. So, it must not be that, there we go. It must not be that crazy, but it is crazy to me because, I would never send my kids somewhere all summer without meeting their staff or at least seeing where they're going to be. It can look amazing online, but,
Just curious, when you're doing the tour, what do you think sells the program? Do you talk about the safety of the kids and things you do, or is it just the fun factor? What are parents looking for?
Parents want to know, is my kid safe and is my kid going to enjoy it? Because what they know in their head is my kid's going to be here all freaking summer. I got to work. And especially this is newer parents who are just now needing a non-daycare solution. So like their kid is now in school. They just got out of kindergarten. We only accept them if they have completed pre-K, they're accepted into our program. If they have not yet completed pre-K, they really need to be in a daycare setting. We go too hard for too long. But they know that their kid's going to be here a lot. So that means, are your people drug tested? Are they background checked? Is my kid going to get molested? Are they going to get treated poorly? So they're going to ask those questions. Every parent asks drug tested, background check, and we don't even make them ask. We say, hey, nice to meet you. Well, here's our facility. Now all of our staff are, and that's our first thing we say, all of our staff are drug tested and background check. They go through a pretty intensive training to be up to our standards. And a lot of our staff come back year after year. They're college students who are already education majors or are working in a kinesiology type field and really enjoy being here. So they're like, okay, they're not mean daycare workers that are going to yank my kid around by the arm. They're
Right.
college students who like what they do, and they come back year after year. That's good news. Our director, who does almost all of these, even says, I started as a summer camp counselor, and now I run the operation. You know what I mean? So that gives some validity to the program. And then I think the thing that, for me, that seals the deal for most parents is that it's movement oriented. They want their kid moving. And we tell them, it's hard to communicate. We play games. We go to the park. We're constantly moving. There's structure, though, so it's not just like free for all. So they want their kid to have fun and move, but they don't want it to be Lord of the Flies, survive at your own risk, which a lot of like the YMCA camps, I'll tell you this, our kids that can't handle the structure and get kicked out are well accepted at YMCA. Yeah. And there's another camp that's it's a church camp somewhere that advertises, bring your tablets. Well, that's helpful to the staff,
Right.
but creates problems. Parents don't want their kids on tablets all summer.
Nope.
There's not a single screen in our whole facility. Like they can't play video games. They can't play screens. The parents are like, oh my God, thank you. Now I don't have to be the bad guy. You guys can be the bad guy. And no, they can't. And we tell them, if your kid sneaks their phone, because they probably will, we'll just let them know, hey buddy, we're going to keep it at the front. We're going to give it to mom, So that's those things, like the safety first, like Maslow's hierarchy of needs would be like the summer camp hierarchy of needs: safety, structure, excitement, and then your unique selling position for us would be movement.
Kind of goes with the name of your school.
Yeah. It's but Tony Robbins talks about like 6 human needs. I don't know all of them that he said, but like the need for consistency, but the need for like excitement, which are like diametrically opposed. Like parents want their kid to be structured and not get in trouble, but also I want them to have a lot of fun. And it's like those are 2 hard things to balance.
And that's when I talked about on class management this week. And I was talking about really disciplined class and the fun factor at the same time. You got it. So yeah, I totally understand.
Well, but what we know is that kids think it's fun when there's no structure, but it's not. It's fun for about 3 minutes, and then somebody gets punched, somebody gets made fun of, somebody's Legos get broken, and it becomes this like nightmare situation that kids are not. And we try to communicate that a lot through. We even communicate that through our online sign-up process. For example, yes, you must put your email in. Yes, you must choose it's a tour or a sign-up. Yes, you must choose your weeks. Like that communicates structure and processes and systems to a parent who's going to appreciate that. You know what I mean? Like we're not what am I trying to say? We're not going to get along well with a parent who disagrees that their child must rotate with their team to the next rotation. Well, my kid doesn't like to do that, so just let him sit in the room. No, we're not going to do that. So like our online, like our RainMaker form is like a repellent to those bad parents.
Mm-hmm.
That makes sense?
Yeah, definitely.
Yeah. So
good stuff, sir.
Cool. But we're going to build that all together. So if you're interested in, and you don't have to do full day, full-time summer camps like I do. If you're just running a couple of weeks of karate camp, you can use this same form and be like week 1, week 2, week 3. You know, I used to run, it's Kama camp, and then it's Chuck's camp, and then it's Kicks and Tricks camp. Like we used to do that a long, long time ago. I wish I had a RainMaker form at that time. It would have made it a lot easier to categorize who's coming to what camp and when.
Mm-hmm.
You know.
Yeah, I think a webinar for beginners in summer camp, people who've never done a summer camp. There's still some of those around. There's still a lot of them around.
I know.
They're afraid to start because they're afraid they're going to be burnt out, tired, and they're not going to get anything done. And so, yeah, I think that'd be great.
Yeah. All right. Well, we'll. I think maybe closer to. I think Christmas time is a really good time for people to do all that planning.
Okay.
It seems to be a little less crazy. So, like, we could probably plan some of that through November and early December and give them the tools to kind of do their own planning. I think you're right. Like, what's the differences in camps? How should I price it? Like, I was doing a Facebook Live and talking about how we hear so much about premium pricing, but if you charge $400 a week for a summer camp and you provide $99 a week service, you're not going to have a lot of returning campers that next year, you know?
Yeah. Excellent.
Cool.
Thank you.
All right, if you have any questions, let me know, but be on our workshop tomorrow. It's at 2 p.m. Central instead of 9 a.m. We had to move it just for this day only. Okay. And we will build that thing together.
And then we can tell more people about that. I'm going to be at your school on April to do an instructor college.
Yeah, it's going to be super exciting. You know what I'm super stoked for is that by that time, I think we'll have some new parkour equipment installed, and I'm going to make those guys do some jumps.
Oh, nice.
All right. Yeah, all right, that's exciting. April 5th, I think, right?
April 5th, yes.
All right. Sounds good.
All right, sir. Thank you.